hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making some cute little birthday cards. Now, some of you might know, because you guys have been following me for a little bit, that I just recently moved. And in that moving process, while we dealt with a lot of boxes, a lot of, moving boxes, and they're those regular, craft color brown boxes. Well, I thought, since I was already in the box mood, trying to get rid of the boxes and stuff, I'm like, why don't I just make a birthday card with a little box and a little character popping out of it, like a birthday gift, and make that into a little birthday card. And we made these little bad boys. So these are the little bad boys that we are going to be making. We added some little stickles, and we added some little stickles onto the little candles, just the candle part, just to give it like a little bit of a shimmer, kind of like, like the fire's burning. And then we added some little glossy accents onto the balloon, because the balloon needed to be glossy. And so that's what we did right there, my little crafty monsters. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that again, because that doesn't sound right. And then so we made these two little bad boys, and it says Big Wish in the front. And in the inside, it says, let's see. In the inside, it says, happy birthday, have an unforgettable day. How cute are these? These are really super simple. Now, in order to achieve this little box, obviously you're going to have to have the die, but I don't know if you could do it without it. I'm pretty sure some of you guys will come up with it, or like it'll look like it, or maybe you could even make like a little gift bag. Make a little gift bag with the designer paper and the little tissue paper coming out like that, and have a little character. I think that would be super duper cute, my little crafty monsters. So we're gonna go ahead and make these little bad boys. Let's not waste any more time, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty. So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters, let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So this is the paper pack, and I purchased this one at Z Michaels. It's a Recollections, and I'm going to just go ahead and go through all the pages and see which ones I like as the mat for this birthday card. And I do believe that all of these papers are really nice, and they would go definitely together, but I decided that I went with this one, and I only want the light color of the paper. So we're going to go ahead and cut that little bad boy down to a card mat. Now, if you guys don't know about card mats and card bases, there will be a link in the description that goes ahead and gets more into detail about card mats and card bases. And it'll also give you measurements and stuff like that. So all I'm doing is I'm just cutting down these little cards so that they're all going to be layered into the front of my card, which are called card mats. And then these right here are going to be the card bases. This is 110 pound cardstock, and it is by Recollections. I did purchase this at Michael's. Now, if you guys are going to be doing a greeting card of any kind, a thank you card, a invitation, whatever it is, I would really recommend that you use 110 pound, because 110 pounds is basically a lot sturdier. And once you put all the mats in front of your card, then it's going to be even better, because it's going to thicken and make that card a lot more sturdier and a good weight to it. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my little elephant, my balloon, and my little birthday cake. And I'm going to go ahead and do that twice, because we will be making two little cards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use this little stamp. Perfect, but you guys could use any kind of stamping tool that you guys have that will aid you in this. And I do this because in case the first time did not come out right, I would like to go ahead and restamp it and not have to worry about it doing that blurred double line and stuff like that. This always works for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that twice. And then after we do this little bad boy, we are going to get our little Tombow markers, because we will be coloring these little bad boys down. I used a little elephant because I really love elephants. Now, this stamp set, I forgot to mention, is from Lawn Fawn, and I purchased this one a few years ago. It's called Ellie Selfie, and it has the coordinating dies and the stamps. You could definitely find them on eBay or on Amazon if you're an Amazon shopper. And if not, you could just go online and Google the Lawn Fawn little elphie selfie, and this little bad boy will come out. And so, like I said, I love to use this little guy when it comes to this little birthday box little thing that I like to do. And if you guys have noticed, I have done this card before. I have made this card before. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, you guys have probably seen it on my Instagram, but I never made a video on how I made it. So right here, we're recreating this little bad boy on camera, so y'all could see how I recreated this little bad boy. So right here, all I'm doing is I'm just grabbing my gray, and I'm gonna go ahead and touch these areas where it'll make it look like he has some shadowing. And then I just get my colorless blender and I go ahead and blend that out to lighten it. And so it's kind of still a little light gray in the middle. And then it just kind of makes that little shadow, which is perfect. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and darken the little areas where it just is supposed to be darkened. And you can color these any color you guys want. I mean, there is no right or wrong way, and nobody said that an elephant has to be gray. I mean, he could be pink, or he could be a really light lavender, or maybe even like a really light mint green would look really cute on him too. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be gray, but you know, Jesse wanted to kind of keep him in the gray. And so what I'm doing right here is I'm coloring the brown, and I'm picking it up with my color blender, and I'm just coloring that little bottom part of the cake, which makes it look like the bread. And then we're going to go ahead and color the frosting, and I colored it pink because it's a little strawberry shortcake. Oh, how cute. Then we're going to go ahead and color the balloon red. Now on these little candles, you can't really see right here, but I'm coloring them all different colors, and it looks really cute. And so I'm just attacking both little cakes at the same time so that it won't take us so long. So right here, we're going to go ahead and color our little balloon. I'm only going to go ahead and color the bottom part, and then I'm picking up my colorless blender, and I'm going to make that little high and low effect on this to make it look like the light is hitting it from the top. And then this is the way you clean your little colorless blender. Just swipe it on a piece of paper until it's clear, and you can put the little bad boy away. And so right here now, we're gonna go ahead and cut down some we were gonna go ahead and cut down some paper for the inside, because we will need an inside for the sentiment, and we also need a panel for the front, because I wanted the front to also be like a little bit white. Later on, we're gonna go ahead and stamp put some little stickles on it, so you'll see. But right here, we're gonna go ahead and do the little sentiment. So these are the panels that are gonna go ahead and go on the inside of the card. Now you could go ahead and stamp this directly onto your card base, but because it's a dark color, I definitely wanted to go ahead and put this on a white card mat. And so now I'm going to go ahead and use my stamping tool to put the rest of the sentiment. And I like to do this because, like I said, guys, if it doesn't come out the first time, well, then we have a second, third, and fourth try to darken that little wording onto our card mat. And so we're just going to go ahead and stamp that. The first one was perfect, and we'll just go ahead and do the next little card mat. These are super simple and super easy. I mean, the sentiments, you guys could definitely use anything you guys have. I'm pretty sure you guys have some really funny little quotes, birthday quotes on hand that you guys could mix and match with whatever other quotes you guys have. And that's basically what we did here. We used a wooden block stamp, and then I used one of the sentiments from this little stamp set. And so now we're going to go ahead and use our little Big Shot, and we're going to cut our little box out of some craft paper. And this die set is by Neat and Tangled, and I purchased this one online on eBay, and it was about $19. So I don't know if they're still out there, but I'm pretty sure that there's other little dies that are kind of doing the same similar effect as a little 3D box. And so right here, we're going to go ahead and use our coordinating dice from the Lawn Fawn stamp set. And we're going to go ahead and cut out our little characters. I'm using some post-it note tape just to hold down the dice so that they don't move. Even though I do have a magnetic plate underneath, I just want them to be perfect. Once you get these little bad boys out, then it's really just putting the whole entire card together, and it's super duper easy because that die set for the box, it actually comes with the crease lines and everything, so it tells you basically where to fold, and it has the little tabs so that you know where to glue and stuff like that. So we're completely all done with our big shot. You could go ahead and put that little bad boy away and put our little stamps away. We're going to go ahead and start building this little bad boy. I want to use the front of this little sheet. This is why I tell you guys, use what you guys got. This is going to be recycling what would have been trash. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut these little bad boys down. And I'm just going to cut the parts where it has the colored stripes. And we're going to use that as the little tissue paper that's sticking outside of the box, as if it was a gift with tissue paper. You guys are going to see. And this is basically something that you would have thrown in the trash, and we are not throwing it in the trash. We are using this little bad boy right here because recycling is what is key. So now you're just going to go ahead and fold everything on the crease lines, and there is a front and there is a back to this, and go ahead and glue the little tabs down to the back part of the box. So basically just put it together, and then you get that little 3D effect. Now the ones that have the little smaller flaps, that's the back part of the box, and the front part of the box is the one that has the tabs, and you want to go ahead and just glue that. I think this little box is so cute. I loved making this little card the first time that I made this. I thought it came out so cute, and this is why I decided that we needed to do this little bad boy one more time. So go ahead and just glue that together. Like I said, if you guys don't have this little stamp set, I don't know what else you could do, unless there is another stamp that does this little box effect from a different company or whatever. But the one that I used here is from Neat and Tangled, and it's a little box die, a 3D box die. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and glue the sentiment panels down into the inside of our card, and then I'm going to go ahead and start layering all of our mats in front of this card, because it is time to put this little bad boy together. Now, if you hear a little toy and a meow, that's just Callisto. Callisto's trying to be a little bit extra right now. And so just layer all of your mats, and then once you layered all of your mats, then just go ahead and start building your little box. It's super easy. Now this is the part where I forgot. I went ahead and I glued this white mat to the very front, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to stamp the sentiment in front of this, but I effed it all up. So we're going to go ahead and get our little stamps, our stamp tool. Here we're going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment in front of this. Now we're just going to go ahead and hope that it, does a good job, because there is layers of paper, but I'm sure that it'll come out okay. But you might want to do this before you glue this little bad boy to the front of your card. That's just normally what I do, but right here, Jesse's little brain slipped and I completely spaced it. So it did come out good, so we saved it. We saved the day, guys. But right here now, we're just going to go ahead and glue our little box to the front, wherever it is that you want to glue this little bad boy. I'm using double-sided tape because I feel that it'll just hold on. It'll secure it, and it's going to be like super fast. You don't have to wait for the glue to dry, because we want to put this little bad boy together. You could use tape runner as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead and center it to where I want it. And then once you guys got these little boxes down, we're going to go ahead and cut down the tissue paper to kind of make it look like it's like the little crinkly paper that's coming out of a gift, which I think is super duper cute. Now we're just gluing our little balloons into our little elephants, like he's holding them with his little nose. And then this is the way I kind of want it to look. So I'm going to go ahead and fold these and cut these, and then fold them again and cut them. And then I'm pretty sure that this will be the perfect size now to kind of, no, maybe we want to cut them a little bit more. You want to cut them down to that they're kind of a small size, because you just want the little effect of the tissue. You don't want to really stuff a lot of tissue into these little boxes, because there really isn't that much space, and you do need to leave a little bit of space for whatever little character you're going to put in the inside of the box, as if he was exploding. These tweezers really help to pull down that tissue paper, and I'm just putting it on the very corner, and then I shove it down with my tweezers, which seem to work really, really good. After you guys got that little bad boy down, you could put your little elephant in there. And then once you put the little elephant in there, you guys could go ahead and put the rest of the tissue paper in front of the elephant, just to give it like a little bit of effect that there is a little bit of tissue in front of him. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my cake on a dimensional, because I want it to be a little bit 3D too. I don't want it to be too flat on the surface. We're not going to be done with these little bad boys. We are still going to be using some stickles. Now that is optional. You guys don't have to use stickles, but I use stickles here because I liked the different color little effect, and because it had a little bit of glitter on them, because you know stickles are shimmery while they're glittery, and it just makes everything a lot better in my opinion. So now that we're kind of done with these little bad boys on putting it together, did you guys see how easy that was? That was super duper easy. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, add the little stickles to it, because I do want to add some glossy accents onto the little balloon, and I do want to use some little stickles for the candle light, and I think that's going to be super duper cute. So this is the stickles we will be using. I'm going to be using all three different colors, but right here I'm using some glossy accents. Okay, don't do that again. And right here we're gonna go ahead and just make it look like it's a little latex balloon. It just gives it a little bit of a shine, and so I think it looks really cute. The end result did look really cute. So right here we're just gonna go ahead and add some yellow to our little candle light, to the fire part. And this is just so that it could look bright and sparkly, kind of like a little flame going on right there. We need a little flame, boo-boos. And now that we have this little bad boy down, we're going to go ahead and start adding all the different color stickles. Now I used a lavender, I used a red, I used a blue, I used a yellow, and I mean, I just used all the bright colors that Stickles has right now. I'm pretty sure they have all kinds of different other colors, but these are the primary colors that you would definitely find off of your Joann's or Michael's or wherever it is that you guys are purchasing these little bad boys. I think I purchased mine at all three stores, honestly, to tell you the truth. Like, whoever has them on sale, that's who I'm buying them from. And like I said, this is optional. This just gave it a little bit more pop of color in the background. It kind of made it look like confetti, but it is optional. You guys don't have to do this part. Then now you just have to wait for this little bad boy to be done, and you are finished, guys. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. Yeah, boo-boos. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. I thought they were super duper cute, and since we were, like I said, we had already moved and we dealt with a lot of boxes, why not make a birthday card with a little box, right? Mira, pero que tan cute. Está muy cute, my friend. Yes, so these are the little bad boys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little icon. It's a picture of a moi. And then we become BFFFFFF. because BFs is good, but BFFF is even better. And I know you guys want to be my BFFFFF. And then also, since you're already there, go ahead and give me a thumbs up because that's really important to my channel. And also, go ahead and hit the little bell icon because you don't want to miss out on future tutorials because they're pretty awesome. Seriously, sometimes I even shock myself. I'm like, damn. You did good, boo. You did good. I'm glad you caught that on video because I don't know if you can do it again. But anyway, so go ahead and share and like and tell a friend, my little crafty monsters. And that's it until next time. Goodbye.